Alrighty, we're getting everything started here. I've already played a couple of hands. Actually, I think the first hand or second hand here, I had in 5-8 in the big blind and flopped a 5-8 and stacked a short stack. So, and then the Gardner call, and I'm trying to set up the Camtasia, and I've just had a heck of a time here. Now I've flopped a possible straight here. I mean, somebody's got a possible straight, and I got a pair of nines. So we're just trying to get organized here. So I have no idea what to do with this. I guess I'll just call it. Hadn't had time to think yet. So if he's drawing for the straight and a total blank comes out, oh well, that I hope he thinks I've got an 8. If he's actually got something, I'm sure he'll hit it hard right now. Okay, I'll just check it down. I'm out of position. It's all screwed up. Don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay. I should have saved my $12 there. All right, I'll fold this and I'll see if I can get everything sorted out and get ready to play here. Alrighty, we got a possible straight draw here. 4, 5, 7, 8. I need a 6. Don't think I'll pay for it though. But if it comes, it'll be very well. Oh boy, well that didn't come. So I got 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. No 6. So we'll check that and give it up. Okay, 3-ace suited. I'm going to raise that up. This should make everybody happy, hopefully. Especially it makes me happy. Probably not a great raising hand, but after all, I am on the button. Now I get one caller. I got almost a flop there, just almost. Go ahead and bet this up reasonably well, and yeah, he believed my ace and gave it up. So. Wonderful. Oh, Jack, Jack. All right. Interesting. We're going to play it fast. Absolutely no reason to not play it fast. Have a limper already. Raised up pretty good. Have position. Got to watch out for trickery here. No, I had no trickery. So, and 9-4 suited. We'll give that up. Making one of my weak limps here, one of my patented weak limps. Just trying to get in cheap and see if lightning strikes. Well, if I can get a 2 and a 5, well, I'm not going to pay for it. No. The idea is to get it for free, so we'll give that up. And that's that. So we didn't get it for free. Got in cheap. Got to see a cheap flop. But, okay, now we have queen ace on the big blind. We'll raise this. I'll raise it to 1. Yeah, boy, I'm going to be in bad position. No way. No way is he getting away with that. No. Got to give more money than that, dude. No, my goodness. We will go ahead and bet that because all we need is a king. And besides that, probably missed him completely too. Nope, he's going to call all the way. Oh boy, I'm just going to play afraid of that ace and see what he does here. He'll probably push. Oh boy, this is getting awfully damned expensive. Awfully expensive. He's short stacked. We're in trouble there. We're in trouble. Have to have a king. I don't have many outs. Pretty stiff. Had to give that one up. He was playing that like he really didn't intend to go anywhere on it. Don't know what to do there. Kind of expensive. Hate to have to let go of those after. I would just play this a little bit fast here. 9 jack, raise it, see if we can just steal his blind. Nope, we're not going to steal his blind. Oh boy, that didn't work with a flip. No, we're not going to pursue this very far. No, we're not going to pursue that very far at all. So that ace queen didn't exactly work out the way I anticipated. 6-8 suited. Well, that's got to keep up my image here. Go ahead and go for it. Right now, I'm getting a very loose image, so I'm going to need to catch lightning to do any good. Got a little bit of lightning, didn't get enough. I'm going to check this around. And now we got something going here. Okay, we're going to bounce it good because we got the flush going. 6, 7, 8, got a straight going. Going to do 135. That's too much. 95 will be sufficient. And if he's got a straight, we're going to have ourselves a problem. He didn't have a straight. Guess he thought I did. Okay, so we got our ace-queen debacle back again. And 5 king suited. Nah. I'm a little loose right now. I got to tighten it up just a little bit. Yeah, I've jacked in and the small blinds, one limper in, some all bad position. We'll just see if we can catch a flop here, which we didn't. So I'm not going to get too excited about that in that position. If I was behind, if I could have position, I definitely would raise that hand. And then as it goes, I'll just fold it. Okay, ace queen, different positions, same hands, same play. This should work out just a little bit different. Okay, we have a caller. He checks. I am going to bet 25. He's seen this before. He's thinking on it. Okay, he could have hit a pair of jacks. He could have air. He could have nothing. Let's just see how thrilled he really is, because I don't know. I can't read this. I'm guessing ace jack. If he's got an ace jack, he won't lay it down. I'm going to fold it. He's not going to lay that down if he's got any part of that flop. He's reading continuation bet all the way. I'm just going to lay that down, and I don't know if that was the right play or not. But that's what I did anyhow. All right, we're in the big blind. Got into this for, essentially free. Have an inside straight going here. And I'll certainly call $5 for an inside straight. That didn't do much for me. He may have kind of a weak king. I'm going to try to take the pot here. Just reading him for a total miss. And see what he does with it. There you go. Alrighty, well, grabbed a little dab there. Wasn't much. Wasn't anything to write home about, but hey, every little bit helps. Okay, we have 9-10 offsuit on the button. Depending on what this fella does here, I'm going to call this little min raise again, simply because this has a potential, for one, a fat pot, and two, catching lightning in a bottle, like that. And all I need now is a queen, and we'll be in business. Yeah, all I need, 4 outs. So if he makes it cheap enough, that's cheap enough. You can't get any cheaper than that. Unfortunately, we did not get a queen. Now we got 2 flushes out, so there's 2 queens that aren't going to really do me much good. So I don't care much for this thing. I just need a piece of the flop that doesn't complete one of those flushes. I figure anybody who's got a flush draw is going to bet it. Okay. Well, I'm on the button. If it comes to me, I get to look cheap. Chances of me taking this down aren't good unless I try to steal it, and the chances of stealing it aren't good. So probably just blew $8 here. Now I would, I've got. He could have a jack. He could have a king. He could have, could have a straight. Who knows what he's got? He's got more than I do. All right, so blew $8 and got nada out of it, but certainly did have good potential. Unfortunately, potential doesn't translate into much when it don't come through. All right, I'm just going to complete here, and because that's just, terrible. And now we're just going to check here. What I'd like to see is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I'd like to see a 2 and a 5 fall. Yeah, wouldn't I? No, I'm not going to see it, though. Not going to see it. He's going to charge me for it. Oh, look at there. Got myself an ace-jack suited, and we will raise that up as we're supposed to. And everybody goes away, which is fine, I guess. 6-5 offsuit. No, I'm not going to raise that. Thank you very much. Just checking my numbers after 51 hands. I'm 25 and 15, which is just tag, straight up tag. So I haven't been too loose with my play. 51 hands is not much of a sample, but at least so far, if anybody's looking at my numbers, if this is the first time they see me, I'm looking at 25-15. And somebody goes broke with ace-queen suited. And now I've got ace-king, not suited, but still definitely raisable. So if he wants to play, we will play for full up raise here. I'm out of position, so doesn't matter. Won the hand. It's getting very short. Well, I just had a new person sit down here, so I'll fold that. And so I was saying 2 short stacks go broke on just really marginal hands, but unfortunately it wasn't going broke to me. All right, ace-7 in the big blind. I will punish a limper if he limps. He didn't limp, he raised. I'm not calling that out of position. Just no point in doing so that I can see. 6-3, small blind, nothing there. Oh no, here he goes again. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get in cheap, which is how we want to get in. Well, maybe Queen's here is thinking things over. Oh, come on. Oh, please. Oh, please. Okay, well, that's going to be he's going to rue that if I hit my hand. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't have a real good flush. Fairly cheap. I'm going to go ahead and call that. Oh boy, when you get the other guy calling like that too, you worry about an overflush. Well, I'll worry about it some other time, I guess. 85 into an 80 pot. I'm going to bet 95 into it. I'm over betting it because if he has an overflush, I'll know it soon enough here. It's one of the problems with limping with the low pairs like that. When you do hit it, you always have to wonder, did somebody come along? He may have. Now we do not want to see another. Okay. This is a push. It may be just what he wanted, but we'll see. If he calls anything other than another flush, I guess I'll have to. No, he didn't believe me, so what did he call with? Queen, Jack. Okay, I had a pair of queens. What the heck? Okay, whatever. I guess my earlier image paid off again. There you go. And again, I sometimes worry a lot when I get called behind when I've got that week of flush draw, because you hit your hand. If somebody was calling to a better flush, then you got yourself a big problem. But I guess they don't read it that way. The reason I read it that way is because it's happened to me before, but only a couple of times, so I'll just keep doing it. Anyhow, I'm not going to call that, although I have another flush draw, but nah, we won't. We're not going to call that. Relax, Axel 5, Al 5. We're not completely insane yet. Oh boy, I'm not going to limp this one. I'm going to raise it. I've got one limp. I'm going to give it my standard 22 raise, just like if I had a hand. Just because. Got one limper in there. And if I had a pair of aces, this is exactly how I'd play it. So, Dimtix is thinking it over here. You don't know quite what to make of it, I guess. That is not what I wanted. So we're going to do a 40 and just hope the hell we can. Oh boy, okay, we can. Now he's going to probably bet the turn. No, he's checking it. I wonder if he's. I wonder if he's going to call it if I take a second shot at. Yeah, he is. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, oh my goodness, was he calling with a flush? Oh boy, 4, 3, 5, 7. Well, I don't have a hand. Why am I looking at this? I was on a straight steal the whole time. What the hell am I thinking? Oh gosh, well anyhow, that wasn't very good. Fold that. Okay, I got 10 king in the big blind. I've been giving Cheese here the business for being a chasing fish. Now I have to maintain my image. I just had a pair of aces busted. That's the image I want to maintain. It's 9 to call a whole bunch of people again. I'm folding. You hear that? I'm folding. Alright, Cheese is telling me call with ace 10, which is good to know, because if I'd have had ace jack, he'd have been in serious trouble. But since I didn't have anything, and the flush draw came, giving me an excuse to shut down without looking stupid, I get away with my image, or whatever it is I'm trying to pull here. Okay, ace 4 suited on the button. I will definitely give this a pop if it gets to me, and it did, and I will, just because that's what I'm supposed to do. And again, these guys they're not believing me, but that's okay. I want them to keep calling. When they start really calling me, then I better flop a hand at that point. All right, this is not a hand, so we'll fold that. I was just looking back at that hand. I didn't realize the guy had ace 10. He had 2 pair all the way, so that's why there was no chance I was going to take it away from him. With a flush draw out there, I'm surprised he didn't pop me back real hard. Here I've just got 9 ace on the button. Raise it up if it gets to me. Okay, we're going to isolate this guy right here. Hopefully we'll isolate him. Hopefully he didn't call. I really don't have that much. Oh boy, these guys cannot get enough of that calling. Okay, well I got my hand. Let's just bet it out and see what he has to think about it. Okay, man, I got to knock off this bluff bet. Well, you know the thing is, he had ace 10. He had 2 pair. He's crazy with a flush out for not bouncing that a whole lot harder. But oh well, what can I say? All right, King under the button. I'm just going to go ahead and give it the old standard, give it the business. Now, I've been raising a lot. Now, this is where you catch your hand. Now, so worth the hope the hell we don't see an ace out here. God damn, every freaking time damn ace comes. Every damn time I have king, damn ace flops. What can I say? I mean, the guy calls my big raise and there's an ace. What the hell can I say? You know, I'm not going to go broke on king. Jesus Christ, I can't believe it. I bet you 3 times out of 4 when I do that, a damned ace falls the very next damn flop. Jesus. Makes me mad. Can you tell? Alrighty, well, so much for that. Alright, we got 2-2 here. That's like one hand later. I'm just going to call him just because this hand is absolutely nothing unless I hit the flop, which I didn't. So we'll just play it out. If 2s win, so be it. If he bets, I'm folding. And he didn't, and I dragged down a big pot. Okay, I'm on the button with a 5-7 suited. That's not really a raising hand. That's a call because I have position. Just a limp call, 5, got part of it. Got part of what I need. I'll go ahead and bet this out just for drill. Unfortunately, if a 5 calls, I won't get nothing out of this. I guess we're through with this hand. Gosh, this hand has just really gone from bad to worse to absolutely horrible. With him calling, I can't take it away from him. Can't do anything with it. I can put it down. That's what I can do with it. Alrighty, well, there you go. Ace Queen. Well, we've been raising a lot. We're fixing to do it again. Okay, raise it up, one limper in, just raise it a little higher than normal. Okay, now we got position. I tell you, these guys love to call. That's just exactly the flop we wanted. 35, this is not a very threatening. The only thing he could have that would scare me to death is a king queen, and if the king comes, jack queen, could that come? Oh boy, that's an ugly damn card to come. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a 90 bet into 115 pot and see if he thinks I got. Okay, he was just fooling around. So that I did not like that flop. It just ruined that play. That flop just ruined that play. If that flop doesn't come, if something blank comes, it's not threatening. I can go ahead and check behind. He probably goes and bets that thing all the way to the river. But well, I would have raised him substantially the second on the turn. But rats. Okay, just checking my number after 85 hands. I'm 25 and 17. So even though it seems like I've been going crazy, the numbers don't tell that. And if people are like me and watching, they've got numbers up, which I basically assume everybody does, unless I see them starting to donk off, and I figure they're not, somebody that would be aware of all this. I'm still looking pretty tight, very tag. I'm not laggy at all, even though I feel like I've been laggy. Ace 10 on the button, definitely a raising hand. Got to get that lag image up there. If this guy limps, I'm going to have to raise it for about 22 and try to get at least single up on one of them. Queens is Queens has a tendency to call quite a bit. Okay. I'm going to call that and only be interested in ace 10 or something like that. I'm not, I'll play an ace strong if one falls. I'll bet this if he checks it around. I'll bet it very strongly. Depending on what kind of okay, I'm going to go ahead and bet this 30 and see if I can just take it down with the middle pair. If he's got a king of any sort, he'll call. If he's got king 10, presumably he'll raise. Oh boy, well, he's not believing me. That's 40 into a pot that isn't that great. It's 130, 40 into 130 with not a lot of outs. And it could be ace king anyway. See ya. All right. Well, that didn't work. Whoa. Yeah, I was beat. I'll have to congratulate him on that hand. Have to call this. And good hand. H-A-N-D. Yes, indeed. I always appreciate it when they show, okay, here's Dix. He's kicking it up big time. Boy, I'd love to get a little more money in this pot, so I don't have to call this quite so thin. Come on, Queens, just want a big hand. Kick it in there. Sweeten the pot and make it worth my while to call here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't. No, you know what? I've been doing too much of this. I've been doing too much of it. And I got nothing, so we'll just fold it out. Oh, boy. I wasn't a very good flop. If I'd have bet out, I would have been called 7 ways from Sunday. I'm limping here. Again, just trying to get in the pot cheap and strike lightning. Yeah, he's explaining his rationale. You don't flop a straight very often, do you? Got position though, so well, got a pair of eights. What can I say? Can't get a straight no matter how hard I try. So let's just 7, 8, 9, 10. Unfortunately, that does not help me any. But I'll try to take it if they both. Well, no, I'm not going to do any such thing. I'm going to take it down without further ado. Okay, ace 8 under the gun. We'll fold that. Okay, we're four-handed right now. I'm going to go ahead and just raise this up on the strength of the fact that they'll probably all fold. No other good reason. 10-9 is not that great a hand. I'm not going to raise complete nonsense here. Okay, we have kind of a silly little min bet here. I don't know what that means. It means I get to draw to Jack 8 suited very cheaply. Get the 8 part of it. Not quite the suit that I need, but we'll check it around and see if Hedge Post wants to make another $9 bet. He wants to make a $15 bet now. And I'm going to see if he's actually got an ace. Because I've actually got an 8. Must have that. Ooh-wee. That's not a, that's, oh boy. I got to keep up that. Just fool with that if he's got an ace. Oh my goodness. Yep. That probably, okay, I got to figure out why I couldn't read that. I'm trying to read these guys the way that Taylor and Andrew read their players. I didn't read that. I read him as probably, something better than I had. That's what I read it as. Fair age. Well, when he calls my raise there, what can I say? He's got a pair of jacks. I don't know why the hell he's calling an ace. I mean, any ace beats him. You know, a little weak bait like that, I'd call any ace that I had in my hand. I have no idea why the hell he did that. Okay. Yes, I'm going to raise it and just try to take it all down here. If not, try to flop a straight. Try to just take the pot away. I mean, that's basically all I'm going to try to do. Okay, these guys absolutely love to call. I mean, he just absolutely loves to call. Okay, if he checks again, I will try to take it away. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bet 30 in there and try to go ahead and take his little niggy pot away and see. Yes, we did. Okay, there you go. Fold this. All right, we have 9-8 under the bond. I'm just going to call this. I don't feel like raising it. It's just too speculative a hand. I don't mind that little raise though. Queens ought to jump in here. This makes, you know, it's a cheap call. It's a good hand. It's an excellent hand. I'm going to bet 25 on the flush draw. Okay, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got a couple of ways to win some money, so let's just go ahead and bet it out. He may be calling, figuring I'm chasing the flush. He's not been here for all this foolishness earlier, so I'm mightily hoping that he lays that down. He's definitely thinking it over. Okay, well, we got away with that one. So, small, no good hands seem to be holding up tonight. King 5 in the big blind, get in for free. I'll go for it, otherwise I'll fold. Do a pre-act, just check fold. You know, okay, King 5, well, there's a king portion of it. I'm going to check it and call one little raise. Okay, now I'm going to bet. I'm going to bet 15 into a 15 pot. That's about what this hand is worth. See if they think I'm just trying to steal it, which is not that far from the truth. King 5, oh well, what's this? Come on. I don't know what, unless he got a King 8 or King 10. This could get kind of expensive. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right. Well, call that one, didn't I? Unfortunately, he had it. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Clever, clever, clever. Slow play that Queen 10 with a flush on the board. Now, that's... Oh, well, what can I say? Fold this out. Man, I got to shake my head here. This is kind of silly, I think. King 10, he's probably not going to give it up if the flush comes. He's going to lose a substantial fair amount of money if it comes. And I'm probably going to get odds because he's probably going to call my bet the way these guys are calling. So I just have to shake my head and wonder. All right, I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. And what am I thinking? Never mind. I'm not going to do any such a thing. Well, I wish I'd limped in, though. They're fattening the pot. Well, oh, boy. King, Queen suited. I'll definitely raise this up and use my usual raise with a limper in. And that buys me position on a player that will probably pay me well if I happen to hit my hand. Okay, he called. He called with an ace, no doubt. So I'm just going to check behind, and I'm going to wait for my hand to hit. He's got an ace, so what can I say? What can I say? Probably has an ace. There's nothing I can do with that. He calls with an ace. I don't hit my hand. Ace remains the best hand. What can I say? You know. I'm going to limp this. I will call anybody. Well, we'll see how it goes. Under the gun, I just can't see raising that. I'll just see this and because we got to hit the flop pretty hard. I don't consider that hitting the flop hard, but we will bet out and try to take it. Again, this guy has not been here for all the fun and games. Oh, well, that sucks. I don't know that there's any real reason to call this. He could have a straight, he could have a better jack, he could have diamonds. I got not much of a hand, forget it. This is no good. I mean, these damn cards are just killing me, and these guys don't look the least bit fearful, so... And for the most part, I don't give myself credit for playing really strong players. Yeah, they can make some bluffs, but they could have made that. He could make that hand. He'd make that bet with just any number of hands, a lot of which beat me. So I'll call this just because I won't call that. So I find it hard to call these hands because they'll do that with a lot of hands that don't necessarily flushes or straights or whatever, but they're something better than what I've got. And now they're afraid, and they're trying to bet just in case I've got the rest of it coming. I'm sitting there with an ace or something. He doesn't want to see that. He doesn't want to see another diamond. So a lot of times they've got a better hand than me when I have such a weak hand like that. Alrighty, we have a pair of threes on the button. Just limp this in and hope to hit a three. Hope all these guys that plays aces like the nuts hits one of their stupid aces if I hit a three. Because there is three players that play like any ace in their hand plus one on the board is the absolute nuts. That's two real weak bets, so we're going to make them pay up. I've got a pair. You guys got a pair? Yeah, there you go. That works. Alrighty. And we'll fold this. Yeah, guys give me a little bit of grief there, and I'm saying, well, I had an overpair, I had to bet. Which is somewhat of a lie. I had a decidedly underpair, but I bet anyway. King 9 suited. I have one limper. Make my one limper size raise and see how this all works out. And the one limper is kind of a taggy. He's kind of a rockish sort of guy. And he calls, and I'm going to check behind because I've got it now. Okay, I'll go ahead and bet 20 just to sweeten the pot a little bit because I don't figure he's going to do anything except call. And check it down. He's got a pair of sixes. Yeah, well, couldn't do nothing. He wasn't going to let go of it. Alrighty, got a hand of sorts. Not something to get excited about quite yet, but definitely call that little old min raise. Probably got an ace in their hand. Sure wish there'd have been a 2 mixed up in that. But there wasn't, and I'm not going to draw to it, so. Didn't work out the way I wanted.